morning, y'all. Good morning. Man, it's chilly. But I think it's supposed to get kind of hot today, but it's chilly right now. Um, Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. Um, I already got some charms out today. Try to cut down on time. Um, so we got Flamingo. It's I guess this is a hit. I guess it's the newcomer, so the new addition to the bowl. So it's making its debut this week. But we got Flamingo, which represents self-expression, romance, balance. All right. Then we have sacral chakra. Because sacral chakra is about, flamingo is about had romance in there. What I took from the sacral chakra was sexual pleasures or sexuality, pleasure, and going with the flow. All right. The ghost is something from the past. This third eye chakra is about deep in, deep introspection, or connection to your inner guidance. Um, like, and then the wand is the ability to manifest your focus. You know, ability to manifest focused willpower. So, what I get from this is there is an energy. All right. And again, we all can be experiencing this. All right. There is an energy, possibly a connection that you were attached to in the past that maybe you no longer have dealings with, or they could be still, around you. Whatever it is, this energy still is in our orc field. All right. Because again, this is a collective read, so we know that we all experience some of the same energy. So this may not be for everybody, but it's enough people where it's coming up in the energy. All right. So, like I said, it may not apply to you, but it could apply to somebody, others in the collective. But there's an energy that I feel like it has there's a sense of entitlement that it feels that it can move forward with you in your future, because it something about the connection, the romantic connection that you had. It feels that it will you'll be able to carry that memory. So again, you know that when we manifesting, okay, is about our, because we got here focused willpower. This is what you manifesting, right? So if you have an energy that keep coming up and you thinking about it, you can project that energy into your future. So whatever this energy, whatever or whoever this energy is, it is feeling entitled, a sense of entitlement that you would bring it along into your future based on a romantic connection that you had, a sexual or romantic connection that you had. All right. That's why it's in the middle of this sacral chakra and your third eye. Yeah. That's why it fell in the middle of that. It feels it feels entitled to insert itself. All right. So to me, that means there's something. If you're still thinking about a romantic connection, that you had from the past that you have not come to terms with, or what I want to say, closed out for yourself, and because that person could be thinking of you, all right, and projecting onto you, you know, and if you're thinking about it, it's hooking, it wants to hook into you and be that energy wants to be pulled along into your, manifested into your future. All right, it's something like that. But I ain't gonna stay too long on it. I'm gonna go ahead and see what is going on. So I want to use. I'm gonna use what's blocking you, because that's an energy that is trying to. It may not be trying to block, but it's blocking. It's interfering with what you're manifesting. Ooh, these cards wanted to. Wow. On the bottom of this deck, we got passion is the same as lasting love. Don't get sucked in just by good sex. That is significant. All right. That is significant. All right. So, Spirit, what is this energy on the table? Thank you. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you. For showing up for me. I appreciate you so much. What is this energy, Spirit? Uh-oh. I'm going to take that one. Your fear of being hurt has made you retreat. It's time to get out and try again. Uh-oh. Okay. So, okay, I see where it's going. So there was a relationship that you're healing from in the past that could have been all about lust and not love. And so again, that's that energy I'm talking about. It wants to be moved. It wants to hook onto you. So you have a past relationship. Thank you, Spirit. There is a past relationship that possibly was just about sex and not love. Okay. And so the memory of that, all right, it's still holding on to you, or you're still holding on to it. All right. And it wants to move forward because, again, what we don't see with the naked eyes, all energy is working against, all negative energy is working against the natural flow of love, right? The natural current of love, all right? Frequency of love. So if this energy can attach itself to your future, all right, by way of your manifestation, then you're gonna manifest that same energy. So you'll end up having some of the same outcomes in the future with relationships. All right. So spirit is wanting you to pay attention to that. That's why it's coming up right now. So you may be retreating from the idea of having a future love or a future relationship that is good and healthy. All right, because you're holding on to a past memory of something that, like I said, was all about lust and not love. All right. All right, I'm gonna put that. Okay. Is there anything else? Oh, yes. That energy wants you to be stuck in the past. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that energy wants you to be stuck in your past. All right. All right. It says, let go of your ex completely so you can truly welcome new love into your life. All right. You got to let it go. All right. All right. All right. It's I'm just gonna just read this because it's at the bottom of the deck. Spirit say no, take the next one. Okay. Um. Well, I'm just gonna read both of them. Body shame. It says you feel unattractive to others. Work on accepting yourself, flaws and all. And the other one was pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that makes you resentful towards others. All right. All right. But I'm gonna take the one that Spirit told me. Spirit told me to take the one underneath. So, pent up anger. You have unresolved feelings from your past that make you feel resentful towards others. So that energy is going to interfere with any love opportunities if you allow this energy to stay, within your auric field. All right. um you will produce that and you will project that into your future. So it's time to deal with this. All right. Face your anger, face your, your fear or whatever it is, because you feel like no one is going to be good enough for you, or there's no good ones out there. But you know, and trying again, falling in love again would be too risky. Pay attention to those thoughts. You seeking perfection, but guess what? Nobody is perfect. Just because you are aligned and you feel like you're doing all your work. I mean, there's always gonna be work to do. All right. So let's say you meet your energetic match. Then there's gonna be work to be done with that person also, because you know it's about the coming together, the smoothing out the rough spots so you can meld together. All right. So it's always going to be work to do. All right. All right. So I'm gonna put this back right here. All right, Spirit. What else did you want to talk about? All right. So I guess this is a love reading. All right. Somebody needed a love reading. Um, do I have some more love cards then? Yes. I don't know. So and guess what, y'all? This can apply to love or even something that you love. All right? Don't just leave it. Don't just see it as well. No, this is love because I just cut the deck on reconciliation. Mm-hmm. And but you trying to keep your balance, all right? Or you need to keep your balance. And look, it says dark man dealings or a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. All right, and this is happening now. Because here's the May card. So this is the energy that you're dealing with right now. Okay, so when I said, okay, okay, spirit, okay, spirit now. All right, all right, hold on, y'all. So when I said this could be love or something else. This can also apply to a because I see career right here. A vacation, kite. So this probably could be dealing with a career as well. Um, this could be a boss. This could be a coworker. All right, but whatever it is, it was something from the past. It's something that you have left behind. All right, and it's coming up in your energy right now to be dealt with. All right, I think I feel like this May is right here is because we do have a full moon coming up. Full moon is about releasing. All right, and we have a kite right here. You know, that kite. Oh, look, moon. Look, oh my God. I just said we have a new full moon coming up. So, and the full moon is about releasing. So, this is what you're being asked to deal with and release on this full moon that's coming up. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Thank you. Okay. And release. The kite. That's about releasing. All right. And that career. You, it's time to move forward. Or you gonna be opening yourself up to something new. If this is pertaining to job, you're gonna be opening yourself up to something new if you go ahead and do this release. All right, let the thing, let what holds you back, let it go. All right, all right. But if this is a relationship, I guess it still kind of applies if it's a relationship, you know, because that energy wants to reconcile and balance things off with you. All right. But right here it says, do not be tempted to lower your standards. So if your standard is to have love and not lust, then hold on to that. All right. Don't feel like just because the thing from the past had you feeling like this all you deserve. Maybe somebody's playing games. You don't have time for that. It's about manifesting our future. It's about moving forward. And I think Spirit has me reading this today because these are some things, you know, like I said, the transformation, this transitional period that we're in, it's going to take time. Just because we decided, oh, I'm walking away, oh, I'm letting go, you know, your mind, body, and soul have to be in alignment with the thing that you are becoming. If your head is saying yes, I want to move forward, but your heart is still lingering in the past with hurt feelings, or not being treated fairly and things of that nature, then you're not aligned. You know what I'm saying? I just heard when two or more are gathered in my name. I feel like that is saying, um, with the heart, the mind, and the soul. All right. If two halves of, or 2/3 of it, then that's the predominant energy. All right. If two or more are gathered in my name, that means the predominant energy is going to take lead. If that makes any sense at all. So if your head is saying you want to go, you want to move forward, but your heart is still holding on to the past. All right. Uh, and your actions, um, you know, I really don't even have a good example of that right now. It's just about, you have to be aligned with the vision that you see for yourself. You can't have nothing lingering. If you want love, if you want a new career that fits and benefits your lifestyle and your needs, all right. If you want that fabulous love that celebrates you and your and you know receives your love frequency the way you want it to receive, you have to not be worried or thinking about what the past, because you're gonna drag that energy into your future. I cannot stress that enough. All right, and it's something about the kite. But anyway, I'm gonna drop it right here with this flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. All right. So I'm gonna get something for. I'm gonna get something for this pent up anger, because that's a shadow. That pent up anger is a shadow. What is this? What is this pent up anger? And that could be just your own shadow. You know, that ghost could just be your shadow. All right. Yeah. All right, Spirit. What is this pent up anger? And of course it is. I just heard, because it's all in your mind. You keeping that energy alive by thinking about it. Yeah. So yes, it is a shadow. It's a shadow. All right. We got emotional repression. Bottling emotion leads to stagnation. Find a way to express your true feelings. Okay. So you're still upset. You're still upset about the mistreatment, um, within a situation. No matter if it was a job situation or a love situation, you're still upset about the mistreatment that happened. All right, and you still have some repressed feelings, bottled up repressed feelings that you need to release. All right. This is, like I said, this is coming up. Look beyond illusion. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in the discomfort. This is coming up. Like I said, because it needs to be dealt with. If you do not want this to manifest in your new life, you need to ignoring it and pretending like it's not there is not going to help at all. It's not going to help your situation at all. All right, all right. Uh, Now I'm looking at this kite as if there are strings attached to a kite. You know what I'm saying? You know, you're holding on to it. All right, all right. It's something about you holding on to it. You gotta let it, whatever it is, in this with this new moon, this last moon, this moon May 31st. I mean, it's full moon May 31st. You gotta release the strings. Look, even here. Look at this. That's is a balloon, and this person has a string in her hand. So that's what spirit is trying to say. You're gonna have to release that energy. Do a um some type of release, energetic release, ritual or something. All right, all right. But I got this card, mirror effect. What frustrates you in others is a reflection of something unhealed within you. Spirit wants you to remember, okay? Remember the reason that that thing happened. Whatever the situation, whether it was a work or a love situation, um, whatever happened, it happened because it was something in you initially that was unhealed, and so your reality had to mirror it back to you so you can experience it, because we was not doing any introspection, so we didn't when we're unhealed, first of all, we wasn't even taught to do introspection. We wasn't even taught to really tap into our intuition. All right, so it had to go, so your soul uh allowed, or your higher self allows something drastic to happen to gain your attention. All right, so what you were feeling inside is mirrored, or is projected into our reality, and someone mirrored back what you were trying to show yourself. Okay, that you are important. What you feel is important. You matter. All right, so the first thing to do is take the blame away from saying somebody did this to me, and say I showed this to myself. I needed to see. You helped yourself see through this person. You projected this into the world because this is something. This is your soul contract with yourself that you needed to wake up and heal this energy from within. The sooner you can accept the role that you played, you can release this kite string. You can release that string. All right, you know what I'm saying? Release the strings. All right, all right. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, look. This was the only card that in this deck that was turned backwards. It says the soul's longing. What parts of yourself have you neglected? Your soul is calling for a deeper connection. That's what was happening. Your soul was calling for a deeper connection with you. All right? Because you was not listening. And then so it had to manifest. All right? It had to manifest. Okay? Into your reality through someone else. All right? And Pale just slid over. It says time to get out of a situation. All right? Because It was time for you to get out of that situation. It was time for us to wake up from that way of living, or you to wake up from that way of living, or change your perspective. All right. It was time. Just like it's time now. You gotta let it go. You gotta let it go and stop telling us. It says the stories we tell ourselves. Are you narrating life through a lens of limitation or empowerment? You're giving your power away to keep on saying somebody else did it to you. But if you say, hey, I allowed myself to, I manifested this experience so I can show myself that I want better for myself. All right? All right. Yes. Okay. Thank you. What's this? All right. On the bottom of the deck right here, we got camel. It says persevere and you will overcome problems. All right. This is what you're doing now. You're being asked to persevere beyond that situation. All right. See it for what it is. All right. See it for what it is. Look beyond the illusion. It said, okay, the unseen truth. Look beyond the illusion. Sometimes the greatest wisdom is hidden in the discomfort. Okay, you had to be made uncomfortable so you can wake up to your true light, your true self, your true power, your true knowing. All right? All right. Thank you, Spirit. All right, so let me get, what time is it? Oh, it's 31. I said I didn't want to get these long ass readings. I'm sorry, y'all. No, I'm not. I'm done apologizing. I'm going to sit here and give you what I'm supposed to give you. All right. All right. Let's do an angel message. I hope this reading made sense. And I hope it helps someone out there. All right. All right, Spirit. Can we have an angel number? Drink my tea. An angel number. I'm gonna do another quick reading after this. I just don't want my I heard take the last one. Okay. 0110 belief system. Go after what you want. Unique, destiny, inspiration, talents, gifts, appreciation, and gratitude. You're blessed with talents and skills that make it easy for you to stand out from the crowd. Embrace what makes you different. That's your path to success. Your dreams will soon come true. So, I think the most important thing that Spirit, and like I said, this is about your career, all right? Maybe you had a bad work relationship. Maybe you had, someone who, yeah, maybe it's a bad work relationship. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to go back down the rabbit hole. It says, but I really feel like this is about your belief system. The operative thing that Spirit wants you to know is it's about your belief system. What do you believe to be true? About yourself, about reality, and who you are, and where do you really stand with yourself? What's your core beliefs? That was I believe Friday's message. What is your core belief about yourself and who you are in your relationship to the universe, in all of life? All right. So, look, wow, the bottom of the deck, 999 release. Yeah, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do a short reading on release. I believe I got enough time. I might have enough time today. But this is about releasing. So yeah. It's about release. You gotta release. All right. So If you're feeling stuck in the past, you still got some things that's holding on, you're still thinking about the past and it can spark up some discomfort or make you angry about it, you still got some releasing to do. Okay? All right. Well, that's all I have for you today. I appreciate you. I got something I need to take care of, but if I have time, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna do something about this release. All right. Do a quick reading on about releasing, because this is the energy that spirit is trying to move you uh, to do, is do some type of ritual, you know, to help you release. Okay. All right. So we'll do. Maybe I can do it. If I can't do it right away, I'll do it this afternoon when I get home. All right. All right. So this is all I have for you today. I hope this helps you. Um, and until next time,